Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video on my channel. What you can expect from this channel is similar content to the first video I'm posting here. Anyways, today I'll be teaching IGCSE Enterprise, so whether you're just preparing for an exam or you want to understand the concepts in a clear and simple way, you're in the right place. So make sure to stick around because we're going to be breaking down the syllabus step by step in order to make learning the key concepts easy and just make them stick. So let's get started. This is IGCSE Enterprise. Okay, so there are basically 10 main chapters in IGCSE Enterprise. These are the first 6 on screen and these are the last 4. In this video we're going to be covering the first chapter, Introduction to Enterprise, and then we'll make a sequel to the second or third, and so on and so forth. So let's begin. So, Introduction to Enterprise. What is enterprise? Enterprise is just another word for business. You will not necessarily be asked the direct definition of enterprise in the exam paper, but this is just as a reminder. Now, what is an entrepreneur? This is a common question that comes up, and I've written the exact definition that you will need to answer this question and get you those 2 marks. So, an entrepreneur is an individual who organizes, manages, and takes risks in starting and running a business to achieve profit. Now, the main word here is takes risks. It is important for you to mention risks whenever a question asks about entrepreneurs or qualities of an entrepreneur. This is something that the examiner wants to see. So what is enterprise capability? This mostly comes in section A of your question paper, but whenever they specify enterprise capability, you must answer within these 4 subheadings that you're seeing. So enterprise capability is basically just the quality that an entrepreneur must have to actually be able to run an enterprise. Now let's debrief these 4 enterprise capabilities. Number 1 is being innovative, which means basically just coming up with new ideas, methods, products, and basically finding out new and unique ways to solve a problem or just create something new that was needed. Number 2 is taking and managing risks. This is one of the most important enterprise capabilities that an entrepreneur must have. We will go deeper into taking and managing risks more than the other 3 because risks on its own is a very deep chapter that is covered separately and is questioned a lot in the exam. So taking and managing risks is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically making a decision based on information that's already available to you or that you have to take out, and making a decision based on the information and based on what seems to be the right thing to do. And obviously, it's for a positive outcome. So the decision is usually in a percentage, like 90% chance of success and 10% chance of loss. So obviously that seems like a risk worth taking because of how high the success factor is. Number 3 is being creative, which just means to think outside the box and generate either original ideas or build off of ideas that were already there. And being creative is generally very useful and very necessary to drive a business forward. Number 4 is a positive attitude, maintaining optimism and a can-do approach, which helps overcome challenges, motivates others in a business environment. Now, all of these on their own sound exactly like what they are, so it's not very hard to memorize this. You just have to remember the heading of each one and build off of that based on what the question in the exam paper is asking you. Next are the types of enterprises. There are mainly 2 types of enterprises, a business enterprise and a social enterprise, and these are also exactly what they sound like. The main aim of a business enterprise is to generate profit, maximize growth, and basically what a general business looks like. And a social enterprise's main aim is to provide environmental and humanitarian relief, basically just a social cause. So anything that's going to benefit the community, benefit society, or just help humans or animals. All right, next is stakeholders. This is also a very important topic and honestly also something that's very easy to learn. So, what are stakeholders? Stakeholders are people that are just affected by an enterprise. So, there are two types of stakeholders, as you can see on the right: an internal stakeholder and an external stakeholder. An internal stakeholder is a person or organization that is directly affected by the company, whereas an external stakeholder is a company or a person that is indirectly affected by the business. So, internal stakeholders include employees, managers, whereas external stakeholders would be customers and competitors. Next is ways of enterprising. This also usually comes in section A of your question paper, but has come up in section B before as well. So you have to know how to enterprise in two places only: at your home or at school. This table is up here, you can read it. I don't want to go into details, but basically on the left are the methods, and on the right where it says application at home and application at school is how you're going to use the method at your home or at your school. The methods that I've listed here are the only ones that you really have to know and are the key ones that you can use in your answers to secure your marks. Alright, so this is the end of Unit 1. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for Unit 2 and let me know if this video helped. Thank you so much for watching.